Welcome to Little Paula Horrors. I am Little Paul, and this is my channel, Little Paula Horrors. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've actually been here before, which I hope you have, welcome back. So this channel is dedicated to my opinions with regards to horror movies, past, present, and hopefully in the future. And if you've been watching from my channel, you might have noticed that I've given my opinions on classic 80s horror movies, and I decided to mix it up a bit today and to talk about something that came out recently. So it's a movie that came out last year on November 17th, 2023, and directed by Eli Roth, who is one of my favorite horror directors. And it's called Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving is the only thing that is thankful about this movie. The title. That's it. And I'm sorry, this is not going to be an opinion that's going to favor this movie. So let's get started. Now, Eli Roth, as I mentioned before, is one of my favorite horror directors. He directed Cabin Fever. I love that movie. It came out in 2002. He also directed Hostel in 2005. He directed the sequel to Hostel in 2007. And then he made the lukewarm reception of Green Inferno in 2013. This movie is it stars Patrick Dempsey and a new heroine, a new fresh face by the name of Nell Verlacque. And as I mentioned before, it came out on November 17th of 2023. And it's a slasher film. It's a slasher film. Takes place in Massachusetts around the time of Thanksgiving, and it has some good kill scenes, but the movie itself just didn't do it for me. The movie itself, I wished had just more heart and soul in it. It just had that potential, but I feel like it fell short of that potential. Especially when there were critics that were stating that it was the 2020s version of Scream. I'm sorry about that. It was really hard for me to kind of say that because no, it wasn't at all. That's my opinion. Scream is one of my favorite. It falls in my top 5. It's a masterpiece. It was a great movie. It was a groundbreaking movie in 1996. And also Scream, you immerse yourself in the characters, you immerse yourself in the story, you felt something for the characters. The music was powerful, the lighting, the color, the atmosphere, the chemistry. It was great. It was just this, and then the reveal at the end, right? The reveal at the end of Scream. This was not it. It was like a copy. Like, that saying that they say, often duplicated, but often imitated but rarely duplicated. It was imitated but not duplicated. No, it's just that the movie is not. It's scary. Yes, it is. Does it have a good jump scare scenes or jump scenes? Yes, it does. But aside from that, there's no connection with the characters. The script and the story are kind of bubblegum, tongue in cheek. It just didn't resonate. It didn't, there was nothing about this film that made me feel that it was groundbreaking or that it was, original. It wasn't. So it just felt to me that it was just they tried to duplicate something that was done before, trying to figure out who the killer is, because that's what happens in the movie, and I won't tell you who it is, but because I'm not going to get any further into the movie. I like people, like, basically one of the reasons behind this channel is for people to be able to go watch it, who watch me give my opinion, then go watch the movie, and then give their opinions back and tell me what they think. And this was one of those movies that I just found that wasn't. It just needed more work. It could have had, and it could have had just a lot more soul to it, a lot more depth. I know we're not talking about a Shakespearean masterpiece here. No, we're talking about a horror movie, but horror movies can be engaging. Horror movies can be fun. You could walk away from a horror movie and be like, just like in Scream, like, wow, that was a great movie. This was not. For me, it wasn't. It you know it came out on a budget of sorry it was produced on a budget of about 15 million, and made about 47 million gross at the box office, and it's already been greenlit for a sequel that's supposed to be coming in out in 2025. But again, I just felt that there was like it was very you know blase for me. I just didn't I wasn't a big fan of it. There were some scenes that I laughed at because I thought that the killings were funny, but aside from that, it just didn't do it for me. I wasn't impressed. I just wish that there was more. I could have connected more with the characters. I could have connected more with the story. And another thing about this movie, I'm like, this is 2023. 2023. We have CGI. They can make things look so realistic. When you're having an issue by making fire look realistic in a movie, the other movies that I've like in comparison to the other movies that I've uh, you know um, um, spoken about and given my opinion about in past videos, they were made in the 80s and they were much more realistic with regards to their in my opinion, at least with regards to their special effects. And this one just fell flat on its face. And the ending was so, oh, give me a break. I was just so not impressed with the ending. It was, it was, it was, it was disappointing. I was disappointed with the film, basically. So, but other people can find it, might find it entertaining. Look, it obtained an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. So obviously there were individuals that who watched this film who responded positively to this film. That's great. But for yourselves, if you watch this film, if you've seen it, do you agree with me? Leave a comment below. If you haven't watched this film yet and you want to watch it, tell me what you think of it afterwards. Do you agree with me? Leave a comment below. Share, share the channel, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Because we all have our own opinions, and we're all entitled to them, whether it be movies or television series or music or fashion or whatever. We all have our own opinions. But for me, I just felt that this movie could have been a lot better. Unfortunately for me, I didn't connect with it. So um, that's it. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. And if you have anything else to say, or if you want to give your opinions, please, by all means, leave your comments below. And until then, try and enjoy the show.